Howdy guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Makayla and we are just gonna spend a few fun days together reading, doing my reading journal, and just having a lot of fun. So we're gonna get right into it and we are going to read A Court of Silver Flames. I am almost finished. I have like 35 pages left and it is so good. I'm so excited to finish it. I think I'm gonna try to finish it right now. But my original plan, I was gonna do a whole ACOTAR series reading vlog, but I read the first book and ended up binging it and didn't film it at all, and then I binged the next like 3 books as well. So that reading vlog did not come to fruition, but I've been really enjoying this series. I'm gonna have read it in like a week and a half, which is kind of crazy because these are some thick books. But once I finish this, I'll do a little bit more of like a review. I won't spoil anything, it'll be spoiler free. But it has been a great time, especially this book. I have been mostly listening to it on audiobook actually, for when I'm like walking across campus and driving in my car and stuff. And like at the gym, I've been listening to the audiobook of this and it has helped me get through. Now that semester has started, I don't have as much time to sit and read physical books. So the audiobook has been really nice for me to get through this book. But like I said, we are gonna jump right into it. We're gonna try to finish this right now. So let's go. Okay, I have finished A Court of Silver Flames, which means I've officially finished the ACOTAR series, which is so crazy. I finished the whole series in a matter of about 2 weeks, which was absolutely crazy. I was hooked and I really binged all of the books. And don't worry, this like review, I'm not going to spoil anything about the series or this book specifically. I'm just going to talk about general thoughts and feelings about this book. And yeah, it was really good. I loved the whole ACOTAR series. That is 5-star series for me. And I'm really glad I took a break in between reading Throne of Glass and the ACOTAR series, because they're both so good in their own aspects. And if I read them too close together, I felt like they would have become convoluted and I wouldn't have appreciated each series for what it was, like in and of itself. So I'm really glad I took like a year off between reading Throne of Glass and ACOTAR. I did read Throne of Glass first and then ACOTAR. I don't think the order really matters. I know some people say it does, but to me, I thought it was just fine reading this one, reading ACOTAR second. Now, for this book specifically, if you cannot tell, it is a hunky boy. I think it's almost 800 pages. Yeah, so it's like 750 pages. Which I felt like this book could have been about like 200 pages shorter. Don't get me wrong, I did love this book and it was a little bit different than the other books in the series. However, I felt like not much happened in the beginning and middle of this book. And then we hit the last 150 pages and just all hell broke loose, and it's the last book in the series. So I was like, what are we doing? We spent 600 pages doing nothing. And then all of a sudden it's just, anyways, that was just my little personal thing. I think it could have been a lot shorter. I did feel like the middle was dragging on a little bit, and I'm glad that I listened to most of it on audiobook, because if I wasn't, I don't know how fast I would have read this physically, just because it's a hunky boy. And the pacing I felt like was a lot slower in comparison to the first 3 books in the series, because the first 3 books were just so action-packed beginning to end, and I really enjoyed the pacing of those books because we didn't stick around too long at one part. Like, we just kept the story moving, and I really did enjoy that about the first 3 books. And then the 4th book, which is A Court of Frost and Starlight, that one's just like a tiny little book, and I would say it's a filler book, but it just slows everything down because the first 3 books are so hectic. And that book is nice because it was the perfect length for what it was. But this one, it could have been a little bit shorter, but I did eat it up. I still enjoyed every second that I read it. And It feels weird now that I finished it because this was such like a big series and that I was so excited to read, and now it's officially over, which is kind of sad. But I need to take a break from reading fantasy for a while because like I said, I read this whole series in like 2 weeks and I'm a little burnt out on fantasy at the moment. So I think I'm gonna switch over to reading like horror and thriller because I'm just not in a romance mood. So I think we're just gonna read some horrors and thrillers back to back to back, which thankfully I do have quite a bit of them stacked and lined up. So I'm super excited about that. So moving on, the next book that we are gonna read, I'm going to read Hidden Pictures. I don't remember the author's name, but that's another one that has been on my TBR for a while and it's on Kindle Unlimited. So we are going to pick that up and I will keep you updated on my whole reading progress. I'm back with a little update. It's been like 2 days since I last filmed, but I've just been binging Hidden Pictures. I'm really enjoying it. I am 86% the way done, so I'm almost there. Yesterday I really didn't read that much because it was the A&M football game, so I was doing a lot of game day stuff. But I read a lot the first night as well as this morning. So we're 86% the way done. I'm definitely going to finish this today. I really like it. It's kind of a good spooky read. The first night I was reading it, I got a little freaked out reading it at night, which is like my favorite thing in like a horror thriller book, is when it actually like kind of freaks me out a little bit, because I grew up watching scary movies, so like it takes quite a bit to really freak me out. So I really liked it so far. I kind of hit the big like plot twist of the book already, so it's starting to slow down a little bit. So I'm super excited and curious to see how this book is going to end. But we are going to sit here, finish this, and then we might go book shopping at Half Price Books. Not for any particular book. I am kind of wanting to get a philosophy book. I want to film a video of me reading nonfiction books, and I'm in an ethics and philosophy class this semester, and it's been really, really interesting. So I kind of want to go get a philosophy book, but I don't know. We'll see, but I kind of just want the feeling of going to a bookstore and just walking around leisurely. Tomorrow is Labor Day, so we have no classes, so I have like another day to just kind of chill. So I'm taking Sunday just to hang out, read, and do all my book stuff, and tomorrow, Monday, I'll just get all my homework and stuff done. But we have little Orzo man sleeping over there. So we are going to finish reading, and then we are going to go to the bookstore. We're going to come back, and we're going to fill out my reading journal. So I will keep you all updated on everything for that. And let's go. Can someone explain to me why on Kindle Unlimited the book will tell you you're only 86% the way done with the book, and then you flip the page and you finish the book? Why isn't it not lined up to where the acknowledgements page is like the last page? I don't know, it always catches me off guard because I think I still have a little bit left in the book when I really don't. Like, I just finished that book. It told me I had 46 minutes left in the book. I finished it in like 10. I had like 5 pages left. I don't understand. Can someone explain to me why Kindle Unlimited does that? I don't know. Anyways, I finished Hidden Pictures. I think I'm probably going to rate it 4 stars. Maybe 4. We're going to do 4. I actually really enjoyed it. I think the illustrations aspect of it were so good because a big part of the story was the pictures that were being drawn, and they're like included in the book. I've actually looked at the physical copy. I almost bought it in Target before, and they're obviously printed out in the book. They're also on like the Kindle, and yeah, I really liked that aspect of the story because they really just added so much, because you really got to visualize what they were talking about throughout the whole time. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend it. I think it's a good intro into like the horror genre. It wasn't too intense, but it was still like a little freaky. So I would recommend Hidden Pictures if you want to give that one a try. But now we are going to go to the bookstore, which I'm so excited for. We're going to go to Half Price Books and just meander around because we don't have any plans for the rest of the day. We're just going to chill out. And it's also like a rainy, gloomy day. So it's just perfect vibes. It's September 1st, perfect fall weather vibes. Okay, let's go to the bookstore. 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 Okay, so I ended up getting 3 books, which I'm super excited for. They were having a 20% off sale of pretty much the whole store, which was really, really cool. So the 3 books that I got Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, which this and All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, they're both on the like New York Times top books of the century list, and I also have Demon Copperhead that I want to read for a video where I read off of that list, and these were both ranked in the top 10, as well as Demon Copperhead was ranked 1. So I got the physical copies of these, and I'm super excited to pick them up and read them because they're very well known and liked and loved, so I'm super excited. Then I also got a philosophy book, which is Beyond Good and Evil by Friedrich Nietzsche. I know he was a famous philosopher, and yeah, I wanted a little bit of a shorter philosophy book to start out with because they can be kind of heavy and that. So we got this to try out, and I'm super excited with my little haul. So now we're gonna go home and work on my book journal. Okay, I have my whole setup for my book journal, and I have some prints of books that I read as well as books that are on my TBR that I need to cut out, and then I want to do my August wrap-up page as well as I want to make a fall TBR page. So that is what we're going to work on. I'm going to watch the Deliverance movie that just came out on Netflix. It's a horror movie while I'm doing this. So we're going to get right going and start doing our reading journal, and I absolutely love this. It's just so therapeutic getting to make all the spreads and everything. It's just, oh, so much fun. I love it. Okay, we're gonna get going. It's actually the next day. I forgot to film the outro and like actually show you what I did in my reading journal yesterday. So we're gonna do that right now. I did 2 pages. I did my August reading wrap up, and then I made a fall TBR page, which I think is kind of cute. My fall TBR is pretty ambitious, but I'm already starting on it, so that is the good thing. So I will show you what I did for my reading journal yesterday. Okay guys, I think that is going to conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun doing some bookish stuff together over a few days, and I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye!